Okay everyone, welcome back to another BTD6 video. Now, once again, Neel has a challenge for us, so I'm going to go for the challenge browser, and we will be typing in ZMH XFPE. Alright. Pop all balloons 3. Okay. Neel didn't leave any special messages with this one, he just left the code. We're allowed 2 towers, the sub is limited, so is the super monkey, and so is the middle path spike factory, so I'm sensing a lot of Moabs. Alright, what are we doing? Round 95. Okay, so Moab health is pathetic, ceramic health is pathetic, but balloon speed and Moab speed is insane, and regrow rate is insane. Alright, so I don't think this will be too difficult, especially if we've got infinite cash. Okay, let's just see what it's like though. There are purple camo balloons, and that's all we get to see before it beats us. Alright, so purple camo balloons, I feel like we could just solve with a crossbow master. And I'm also, I was gonna go, yeah, maybe a glue gunner. Alright. We'll get a glue gunner as well to try and clean up everything else. I think that'll work. Okay, no, even the crossbow master's struggling a bit there. Let's put him in a more ideal spot where he doesn't have to shift all that much. Let's put him here, set him on last, so he's constantly aiming upwards, so that he never has to shift positions. And then we'll put our glue gunner here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that's much more effective. That's what we like to see. I guess if they're all camo balloons, the glue gunner's not going to do anything, is it? He would have in a previous update of the game, but not anymore. Okay, yeah, where's the DDTs? That's what I'm afraid of. Although they're at like 5 or 10% health, so they can't be too difficult. Come on, where are they? Wow, this round goes on for a while, huh? Oh! Oh, I thought that was it. No, okay. So... interesting, we need something else with high camo detect. Are we allowed to use monkey knowledge? No. No monkey knowledge. And I feel like even though not everything has camo, we should plan as if it does have camo. Okay, so we know that this boy can absolutely whoops, wrong one. We know that this boy can absolutely shred. So we're gonna I did it again. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we know that this guy is 100% able to deal with everything that flies through. The sub was restricted, so we couldn't go for Plutonium Reactor and Energizer, which seems fair. The Mortar Monkey. Maybe that would do it? Oh, but he can't see camos, can he? Interesting. What about a wizard of some sort? A Prince of Darkness! A Prince of Darkness would be so good here. I just feel it. Let's go Prince of Darkness. I feel like Prince of Darkness is the answer, straight up. Alright, let's go. Gets the shimmer, starts sending balloons back. I feel like this is the one. Because even if this guy starts to lose to like the DDTs that are too fast for him, and like make it through too easily, I feel like this just massive amount of balloons behind is going to help us pop it all. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what we gotta do. Okay. I should have thought of this earlier, to be honest, but there it is. Oh, that's so handy, just having the wizard just clog up the rest of the map with balloons that'll constantly deal damage. Alright, so there is our Pop All Balloons 3 by Neel. I don't know if he's going to continue the series, but I sure hope he does. Alright. So, we don't have any other suggestions from you guys. If you do have any sort of custom challenges, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I will happily play them the next time I get around to them. But, between these 2 daily challenges, they're both really easy. Realistic chimps is a massive understatement. Like, if you just look at this, right? It's not even chimps mode, and then it's just plus 1% to everything here. A few upgrades are not possible, and you don't even go to round 100. So I feel like that's just pathetically easy, but this is also just like not co-op, so I feel like it'll be much faster to just take this one out. And we don't get a hero, which I think is probably one of the most interesting things you could do in a challenge. Not give a hero. Because heroes are often like heavily relied on by everyone. So we'll throw down our favorite, the ninja, and let's get it going. We've got 60 rounds to get through, which shouldn't be too difficult, but I'm sure we can find a way to make it a little bit more painful for ourselves. I usually do. Okay, so we're just going for our usual strategy here, where we just go for the 401 Ninja and the 401 Alchemist. It is insanely powerful, especially in the early game, and then it just basically saves you up enough cash to buy everything you need in the late game, which is just brilliant. We'll get that Seeking Shuriken, so that we never miss any balloons, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna need Sharp Shuriken as well. But that's alright, we should be able to pop all of those as they come around. Yep, easy enough. Okay, so we get Sharp Shurikens now. Beautiful. And now this should just... Once you get Sharp Shurikens, the cleanup early on is just made so much easier. Like, these guys get nowhere near where they once were. It's pretty perfect. Alright. So we also need to remove this at some point, just because it's in the way of the very good positions on the map. Like, it's not essential to remove this, but I always do it just because I don't like having clutter on the map. Especially when it's taking up spots for me to place monkeys. Alright. Line up for this double shot soon. Come on, a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Wow, this seems like it'll be a pretty short episode. Nah, that's fine. Short episodes are alright. Means I can go to bed early and wake up earlier. Oh! There's I'll talk about this in tomorrow's video when we do the Odyssey as well. But, it's a bit of a big disclaimer for the future. I'm going to be back at my... Well, I'm going back to being educated next week. In fact, TAFE starts up next week, Tuesday. And so, I thought I would give you all a bit of forewarning. Like I said, I'll talk about this in the Odyssey video as well, so more of you get notified about it. But essentially, due to me going back to TAFE and or uni and or whatever you want to call it, my Thursdays now have me at TAFE until 4. And so since I will be leaving TAFE at 4, because that's when I end at TAFE, it's going to take me like an hour or so to get home, and then maybe like half an hour to an hour, depending on the Odyssey, to record and then upload that week's Odyssey. So you might find the Odysseys in the future, I'll have to release like... I might release them like an hour later than normal. And that's just because I'm making my way home the second the Odyssey is released. Like, the second it's released, I'm just starting to make my way home so that I can film it and upload it for you guys. So, obviously the Odysseys won't be out as quick as they once were, and as quick as tomorrow's one should be. But just keep an open mind. It's only going to be like an hour or so after. It'll give you guys a solid chance to give it a go yourself and decide whether you need to watch a video about it or not. Or, you know, maybe you just watch them for fun to see how I managed to get through them and just see what strategies I used. If that's the case, then by all means you can still join in. I'm just warning you guys that the videos won't be out as quickly as they have been coming out. So I do apologize for that, but it is my education and I value that quite highly. So I would hope you all understand. But I'm still going to come straight home, get all my TAFE gear out the way, slip on some comfy clothing, and then I'll be right here recording as soon as possible for you guys. So don't worry about that. But it's just to give you a heads up, because that's what's going to happen. I can't, there's no way for me to change classes. My timetable is preset. I have to be there at that time on that day. It's a little unfortunate, but at least I end at 4 rather than at 6 or something, and so you'd have to wait even longer. So at least by the time the Odyssey comes out, you guys can all test it out for yourselves. And then by the time I get home and record and upload the video, if you guys are stuck, then it should be up in time after you've all tested it out to be able to see what I'd do with it. But yeah, I'll talk about that more in tomorrow's video, a bit more detail. But yeah, it shouldn't affect too much. Just video might come out an hour later from now on, until like study week and study breaks and things like that. Then it'll be back to normal. But yeah, sadly, just for now, a little bit of a hindrance on that. Alright, so our Alchemist is doing quite well. He's at 3rd tier, same with our Ninja. We're going for the Ninja first here because he's cheaper. Honestly, them making the Alchemist so much more expensive is like... Don't get me wrong, it kinda needed to be because it was a little bit easy. But admittedly, they did throw us a bone by giving us faster throwing, being the first upgrade rather than the second. That was very nice of them. So it kind of balances out. Like, we save like 500, and then this adds on like another 500 when it used to be only like 2,500 or something. So they sort of balanced it, but at the same time, yeah, it would have been nice to be cheaper as well. Alright, but we got our Balloon Jitsu, which means nothing's getting through for quite some time. And then we'll work on our stronger stimulant. Maybe we should try and do this whole thing with just 2 towers. You know, I think we could. Because, I mean, we've already got the good 2 towers. Ideal strategy set up. You know? And we're not having to deal with 63, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Yeah, well, screw it. We'll just do it with these 2 towers. Shouldn't be that hard. In fact, it should be quite easy. So, let's get ourselves the strongest stimulant as soon as we can. It should be soon. Come on, game. Just lend me a harpoon. Don't know why, but it felt like I should be rhyming there. Alright, get the strong stimulant. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we just need faster throwing. Actually, you know what? We don't need faster throwing, because he's only buffing 1 guy. And so the buffs are fairly consistent. If he was buffing multiple people, then faster throwing would be ideal. But since it's just the one, he's the only one that's going to get the buff, so there's really no choice in the matter. Alright, so now that we've got our ideal setup, essentially we're just saving up for Grandmaster Ninja now. And I'm pretty sure we can afford that at some point during this game. So I'll see you guys when we can. And we are back, and look at that. Grandmaster Ninja. Nothing else is needed. You just need a 4-0-0 Alchemist and a 5-0-1 Ninja, and you can easily ace this daily challenge no matter what. You only need the 2 towers. Definitely don't need anything else. Which is crazy to think about. Like, just imagine a regular challenge where you're allowed every single tower, infinite amounts of time, and then just like as people play it, the less towers they use, then like all of the excess that they didn't use just gets deleted, and then that's the new challenge. And then you just have to try and minimize every single time until you get down to just using 1 tower. I'd love to make a challenge like that. That'd be amazing. Alright, so we're literally just cleaning up now. Now that we've got Grandmaster Ninja, we'll give him Caltrops just to deck him out. Same with this guy. Fast throwing in the acid pools, there we go. So we've fully maxed out as much as we can in terms of cash money, because we can't afford the 60,000 before this round is up. But just look at this Grandmaster, he's just going to obliterate this. And it's gone. Just like that. Alright, there we go, easy enough. Thank you SuperNovice373. Alright, So there you go, there's another one of Neel's challenges done and out the way, and SuperNovice's challenge as well. I was thinking that maybe for the next episode that we do of this, obviously not the Odyssey, but maybe the next episode specifically for this, I'll have my own challenge to give to you. And see what you guys can come up with and see how many of you can beat it. It's just an idea that I had, but I still need to work on the challenge. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.